A road rager. I feel like this particular AEW event is aimed right at me. Road rage? Yep, that's me. Hello ladies and gentlemen, let's put the road rage behind us and focus on AEW Road Rager. We're doing Dynamite and Rampage as two big TV specials this week, and I am very, very, very excited for it. We've got titles on the line all over the episode, tag titles on the line, TBS title on the line, TNT title on the line, Women's World title on the line. We are ready for a big week. A big week. We left off last week, of course, on Rampage, where Jungle Boy Jack Perry, we're going to change him to Jack Perry, I think, is the plan. It's what I'm thinking about doing. We'll see on that on Rampage, but I think we change him from Jungle Boy Jack Perry to Jack Perry, and have Jungle Boy be his nickname rather than his actual name. I think to market him as a star going forward, he probably is the better option. Anyway, off topic completely. This is a big night. This is a big night. Championships could change hands tonight. Let's get to it. If you're excited, drop a like down below. Road Rager, don't rage at me. Just don't. If you're driving, you shouldn't be watching this anyway. But if you are, don't rage. Don't rage. AEW Road Rager comes to you from the Santander Arena in the tri-state area. We kick off on the pre-show. Eddie Kingston getting a win over JD Drake with a blackout lariat for a 60. Eddie Kingston carrying JD Drake to a 60 is a very, very good performance from the Mad King himself. Good stuff. Eddie Kingston not got a lot going on actually right now. Not involved in a storyline. So we get him a win here. No problem. Also on the pre-show, we did a 8-woman tag for a 49. This is pretty good. Anna Jay, Ruby Soho, Chris Statlander and Mia Yim beat Mercedes Martinez, Nyla Rose, the Bunny, and Penelope Ford. You have Mia Yim actually getting the submission victory over Nyla Rose here, just to give her a win. Ruby Soho, the best of luck, 55, probably really did carry it to the next level, but good performances from Mia Yim, 45, Chris Statlander, 45 as well, and Mercedes Martinez, 49. Good stuff. Lowest of the lot, Anna Jay with a 31. It is what it is. 49. Good stuff. Let's kick off though. Dynamite Road Rager with the AEW World Tag Team Championships on the line. It is House of Black defending against the men, the former champions, the one that want to bring the titles back into the light, the Lucha Brothers. This is a big one. Who is going to win this one? Who's going to walk out champion? Your winner. By count out, and still AEW World Tag Team Champions, the House of Black. Now let me talk you through the finish here first. What I'm thinking here is that what they do, Lucha Brothers continue to fight, kick out of stuff you wouldn't expect them to kick out of, and House of Black kept frustrated, so they beat the hell out of them on the outside, brawl on the outside, and Malachi Black uses his brain, pulls Brody King away onto the apron, stands in the ring because he knows they're not getting up after the beatdown they've had on the outside with steps involved. They use the barricade. You could even use the announce table if you really want to as well. They've laid out the Lucha Brothers. They know they're not getting back into the ring, and they take the count-out victory. They retain their titles. As far as they're concerned, that's happy enough. 66 for this. Look, we did have Malachi Black working through an injury, which is why his was down to a 59. He's probably a 70, if not, which would boost it. But good performance from Ray Phoenix, 61 from Penta as well. Brody King, 49. This is just the start of the storyline for these guys. It's a way to further the feud. The House of Black, no, they haven't really properly beaten the Lucha Brothers. Not as champions should, and that's how Lucha Brothers will see it. And they can't beat them properly, apparently. 66. Good stuff. Backstage, Sammy Guevara, the TNT champion, puts over the contenders as such. He talks about how it is a stacked field in this TNT division. Whether it's Pac, whether it would have been Johnny Gargano, whether it's Chris Jericho, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter who the contenders are. They can be as good as they want because they are not as good as Sammy Guevara. And tonight, he proves it. And will he prove it? It's time to find out. It's a triple threat for the AEW TNT Championship. It is Sammy Guevara defending against Chris Jericho and Pac. We did, of course, plan for Johnny Gargano in here as well, but that injury 2 weeks ago suffered means we don't have him in the match. Will Guevara retain his title? Will Jericho win the championship? Or will Pac take the gold? Let's find out. Your winner. And still AEW TNT champion Sammy Guevara. The right call for me. Keep the title on him because his performances right now are really, really good. Another fantastic performance from Sammy Guevara. 75. 70 from Pac. Chris Jericho 59, the one letting it down. He takes the pin though with a 630, and this kind of takes now Jericho away from the TNT title picture a little bit. We're going to do something different with him down the line. Sammy Guevara, 10th defense of the AEW TNT title. He is very good now as a mid-card champion, putting on good performances week in, week out, and another good match for a 75. I'm very happy with this one. And yeah, Sammy pinning Jericho here, not pinning Pac. That will be important. Backstage, Jeff Hardy cuts a promo on Andrade and he says, you may have beaten Matt last week, but the thing is, Andrade, I know you cannot beat me. Next week, Jeff Hardy, Andrade El Idolo on Dynamite. 59, Jeff struggled a little bit, but didn't have a hot catchphrase, so evened itself out, I suppose. Let's carry on the title fever, shall we? It's time for the TBS Championship to be on the line. Now, the TBS champion, Jade Cargill, was involved in the Owen Hart Cup tournament, and she was beaten by the newcomer, Nixon Newell, formerly Tegan Knox of WWE NXT. And that put an end to the undefeated streak of Jade Cargill. Since then, Cargill has been looking for revenge, and Nixon made it very clear. You want to match with me again? You want to fight again? Put the title on the line. Tonight she does. It's Cargill, it's Nixon for the TBS Championship. Should be a good one. Well, for what they are. It's not going to be 75. If I get a 50, 55, I'm happy. Let's say we're going to get a 43, so that's more probably what we should have been expecting, actually. And as you can see, we do have a controversial finish again. This is more of a story building show in a lot of ways. Yes, it's special, but we are building to other stuff. Nixon Newell does beat Jade Cargill for a second time. Jade Cargill has lost twice in her life, and it's to Nixon Newell both times. But Cargill intentionally got disqualified here, and that's the main thing. Nixon has it won, and Cargill sees it coming. So in a submission move, she lashes out and punches the referee. The referee disqualifies her. Cargill keeps the title in the most cowardly way possible. We're building to a third match between the two. Nixon's beaten her twice. Can Cargill get a win back? We'll see down the line. 43. You know what? It's not bad. It could have been a lot worse. We do a segment in the ring. The Young Bucks. Well, actually, the music of the Acclaimed hits, but out come the Young Bucks, imitating the Acclaim. Matt Jackson being Max Caster, Nick Jackson being Anthony Bowens. Yo, listen, you get the point. They're dressed up. They do a silly little rap. We're doing just a little bit of entertainment here. They imitate the Acclaimed. The Acclaimed are not happy with it. Caster and Bowens, more offended than anything, don't quite listen to Shane Strickland when he says, hang on, we got the numbers. They run into the ring. Super kick party. The Young Bucks stand tall this week. Just a little bit of fun. We've got a lot of serious stuff going on tonight. This is just a little bit of fun to get us through, and I'm actually pretty pleased with how it went. Right, mixed tag team action, and this won't do as well as the other stuff. It may bring the show down, but we're going to give it a go. Griff Garrison and Sky Blue teaming up against Brian Pillman Jr. and his girlfriend Julia Hart for a 40. Wow, that's way better than I expected it to be. Pillman was the best of the lot, which is no surprise. He put in a 49. Very good from him. 37 from Garrison, 25 for Sky, 18 for Julia Hart. And Brian Pillman Jr. gets another win, a clean win this time over Griff Garrison. Puts an end to the feud. Look, Pillman and Julia Hart as the couple and the act are the act we can put more stock in going forward for sure. And Brian Pillman Jr. has a future. Has a future in this business as a heel, I think, and we're going to see where we can go with it. 40, it really could have been a lot worse. I'm very happy with it, actually. Genuinely, it could have been a hell of a lot worse. Backstage, in the ring, sorry. MJF is cutting a promo for a 99 segment. Good stuff. MJF says, as the champion, I have succeeded in my contractual obligation to defend my championship within 30 days of the previous title match. I'd done that last week. I beat CM Punk. Whatever way you want to look at it, I beat CM Punk. So I am the champion, and now I can take 30 days off. Thank you very much. I don't have to worry about it anymore. But the music of Hangman Adam Page interrupts. He comes out, and Page says that look, he wants his rematch, and MJF says, you know what? I'm a giving man. I'm a fighting champion. To get your rematch, though, you're gonna have to earn it. So next week, we've seen other people do it, but I just think it'd be fun to see the Hangman do it, the Cowboy do it. MJF says next week, if you take 10 lashes, you get your title match. Page obviously agrees. 99 for the segment. Let's see what happens next week with that. It may not go where you expect it to. 99. Good stuff. Very good stuff. Amazing promo from these two. Pretty good promo here as well. Britt Baker cuts a promo on Jamie Hayter. She says that Jamie Hayter is not title worthy, especially with the thuggish nature that she showed last week. But you know what? She needs to be put in a plate, and there's only one doctor that can do that. Britt Baker, DMD. Baker and Hayter for the women's title on Rampage Road Rager. Okay, the main event tonight isn't for a title. I could have put the TNT title in the main event. I did think about it. But instead we're going with big star power in the tag team action. 4 men that have been around the world championship scene, but obviously fighting for a spot. We have got Jon Moxley teaming with Bryan Danielson as the group. We may go Blackpool Combat Club. I can't decide. They're teaming up tonight against CM Punk and Hangman Adam Page in the main event, and it gets 79. So it's the right call really to go with it as the main event. It was better. It was a good match as well. Bryan Danielson 94, 81 from Moxley, 74 from Page, 74 from Punk. So I do need to look at Punk's popularity. Has it gone down from losing to MJF again? It might have done, 79 though is pretty good, and as you can see the finish here, Jon Moxley ends up it says Punk, that was meant to be Adam Page. I do apologise for that. Jon Moxley pins Adam Page with a Death Rider, and what happens in the end is that Punk and Page constantly don't get along. Look, Moxley and Danielson are a united duo, we know that, but Punk and Page both want a shot at their title, at the world title, and they snipe at each other quite a lot. And in the end, Punk gets distracted by Danielson. They brawl up the rank, leaving Moxley on his own with Page. Death Rider, 1, 2, 3. In a tag match with some of the top contenders, it is Jon Moxley who stands tall to end the show. And AEW Dynamite Road Rager gets a 77. Again, I think that's what we got last week. A very similar level right now, which is very good. Very good. Boosting our popularity and our TV ratings as we're going along. It's really good. I, in a way, could have hoped for more from the tag match. I was hoping it gets sort of 84, 85, but 79 is still pretty good. Really good segment with MJF and Adam Page. And the TNT title match was good. The rest was always going to be about what it is. I am very pleased with how that went. Let's see what Rampage Road Rager's got. We've got the Women's World title on the line, as we say. We've got Keith Lee and Shawn Spears. And in the main event, this should be a good one. Adam Page, Kenny Omega. Let's go. It's Friday. You know what that means. AEW Rampage Road Rager comes to you from the Kellogg Arena. We are in the Great Lakes part of the country, the area Great Lakes. Kick off on the pre-show. Jeff Hardy getting a victory over Kip Sabian. Interesting little pairing, and did quite well actually for a 53, 56 from Hardy, carrying it of course. Kip Sabian, not bad, 42, and a win with a swan's arm for Jeff Hardy ahead of his match against Andrade on Dynamite. Interesting. Fatal 4-way women's action as well. 45 for this is not bad at all. Helped by Yuka Sakazaki. Riho did well as well, 47, 48 for those pairs. CJ Perry, 42. 27 for Brianna Bande. It is what it is. Riho gets the win. Just threw guys out there to see what they do. 45, not bad at all. We are opening Rampage though with a title match. We are doing it. It is Dr. Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, Women's World title, and it gets a 63. Wow, what a great performance from the champ. Baker does really well, 63. Hayter not bad at all with a 54 as well. The finish of this one sees Baker using the ropes for leverage. Exactly what I've got written down. Well, I haven't got for leverage written down. Is my mic going to work? There we go. The other mouse going to work? We're getting there. wins with the feet on the ropes is what I've got. Successful defence of the title, but Hayter will be coming back, you would think. Baker runs away, obviously, post-match to try and get away from Hayter, who's very unhappy. As she runs up the ramp, though, she runs into Thunder Rosa. So she goes, no, I'm going to go up the aisleway. Up. No, because there's Natty Neidhart. In the end, she does make it away through the crowd, but 60. Baker has got title challengers. That is for sure. Backstage, well, we mentioned it earlier in the video. We are going to go forward now with Jack Perry. Jungle Boy, it will be his nickname and not his actual name. He needs a little bit of, I don't know, star power, I suppose, and Jungle Boy. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but we're going to go with Jack Perry. And John Moxley are backstage discussing the plan for Dynamite next week. Discussing what they could be doing, training, etc. When in walks the Gun Club for a 57 rated segment. They mock the idea that a Jungle Boy, a Tarzan wannabe, is the protege of an AEW world champion contender. You say that's not right. It's no. And in the end, what happened here is Moxley and Jack Perry challenge the Gun Club. It'll be Austin and Colton against John Moxley and Jack Perry on Dynamite. It should be an interesting match for those two. You'd expect the faces, so to speak, to win, but we will see. 57, pretty good. Back to in-ring action. Keith Lee gets a win over Sean Spears for a 66. Very good here. Keith Lee 67. Sean Spears 44. Sean Spears is getting better at his gimmick, but he does lose here to the Spirit Bomb. 6 minutes is all it took. And the idea here is that after the attack on the Limitless Monsters by FTR a few weeks ago, Keith Lee is still fuming, and he takes his anger out on one of their friends, and he's in an angry mood. He sends a message to FTR. Big segment here, though, for an 88. Very good. Bryan Danielson makes a challenge to CM Punk to really prove who the best is. 2 weeks' time on Dynamite, Blood and Guts. Danielson, Punk in a 30-minute Iron Man match. Oh, you damn right. Will Punk accept? We'll find out on Dynamite, but 88. Good stuff from Bryan Danielson. Ricky Starks comes out to the ring with Team Taz, cutting a promo when they're interrupted by the return of the man himself, Cesaro. We haven't changed name, I think, to Claudio Castagnoli. I should have done that, but we will do that for next time. Cesaro is back. Claudio is back. And, beats the hell out of Team Taz, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Ricky Starks. He eats the neutralizer as well. Taz freaks out at ringside. Cesaro, or Claudio, is back and will continue his feud with Ricky Starks now. 68, good stuff. Yeah, absolutely solid stuff. Main event, though, hopefully will be more than solid. It's Adam Cole, Kenny Omega. We're asking them to steal the show. Let's not waste any more time. Cole and Omega for a 70. A little bit lower than I'd expected. Kenny 83 seemed off his game. Announcing was a bit weak as well, brought it down. It's still good, but it's not amazing. Maybe it's because there's not a finish to it. It ended in a no contest when Red Dragon and Young Bucks ended up getting involved. Did I say Blood and Guts earlier? Yeah, can you see where we're going? 70 is fine. I'm assuming, the announcers, low heat for the storylines as well, apparently, and for the type of finish. So, 70 is fine. And that means Rampage Road Rage for a 71. Pretty good. Not quite as good as last week. Kind of expect better, I suppose, with Adam and Kenny Omega. But, I suppose the finish I booked. What can you expect? Next week, though, Dynamite, we continue to set up. So 2 weeks' time, Blood and Guts. So Dynamite and Rampage next week will set that up. Okay, that's Road Rager in the books then. Pretty good Dynamite, pretty good Rampage. Nothing was amazing again, so we are hitting a very good solid level. We're waiting for the rest of the roster now to build themselves up to hit the next sort of level. You may get the odd ones with Danielson or Punk or Omega and stuff like that, but it's kind of how it is in real life too in a lot of ways. So we are hopefully going to have a good week again next week. AEW Dynamite is going to be an interesting one. We know Andrade versus Jeff Hardy is happening. We know now Mox and Jack Perry will team up together for the very first time. And in the main event, well, Darby Allin and Sting will be taking on FTR. Rampage as well. Cesaro will be in action against Powerhouse Hobbs. And we're also going to have the Acclaimed against the Elite, I think. That's the plan. So let's see what happens there. And if you like the video, drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel for more AEW return next Wednesday. Until next time. Peace.